Hello everyone, Mr. Creepyashell here. Before we get started with this video, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you cut on all notification bells as well to make sure you get notified whenever I release a new video. Also, if you enjoy this video, please like and share. It really helps me out. And one more thing, when you're watching my videos,
make sure you keep all the lights on.
My name is Ethan, and I wanted to share with you about something that happened to me when I was 6 years old. When I was 6, I used to be afraid of the dark. And it wasn't the dark itself, but it was what was in the dark. I would always have these night terrors. I would wake up sweating because of the dream that I had. And at the time, I didn't know if it was a dream, or I was hallucinating it, or if it was real. But this happened to me. I had a bad dream, and when I woke up, I had sleep paralysis. I couldn't move, I couldn't blink, I couldn't do anything. All I remember was having my head turned towards the closet, and that's when I saw my closet door open, and there was a woman who was pale, who was blue. She had on a white dress, but her eyes were sunken in, or they were black, and then she would levitate and float in my direction. Not walk, but float and levitate to my direction of the bed. She would look at me for a couple of minutes, and then she would vomit up this black goo all over me, and it reeked. And then she would open up her mouth, which reveals sharp teeth, and then she'll bite down on my stomach, and that's when I wake up and I'm able to move. This would happen to me about 5 more times until we moved. I remember as I was packing my stuff, I told my mother about what happened. At first, I figured that she wasn't going to believe me, but after I got done, it seemed like she believed me. She even called my father in, and she made me tell him what I told her. Both my father and my mother looked pale, and they told me to hurry and pack my stuff so that all of us can leave. 12 years later, as I was talking to my parents, I was 18 now, and we were watching a show. It was called Ghost Adventures, and that's when my mother brought up something I had told her when I was 6, and I knew immediately what she was talking about. That's when my father also told me that the reason why we moved out of that place was because a woman had died in the room that I used to sleep in when I was 6. Inside the closet where that woman would appear at in my dream, causing me to have sleep paralysis. They also told me that there were other strange things happening in that house, and my mother, who was really sensitive to the paranormal, couldn't deal with it. So my father looked for another house, and that's what made them decide to move. I'm thankful that my parents took me serious, and I'm glad that I was able to get out of that place, because there was no telling what would have happened had we stayed there longer. I probably wouldn't be here telling you this.